Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We finally have some Switch 2 pre-order information that is worth talking about. And this is breaking news that's currently spreading across the internet like wildfire right now. If you haven't heard, I'm about to update you. If you have heard, part of this video is to correct a lot of misinformation that I'm seeing being spread about it. So if you appreciate getting the full story and not getting clickbaited, I'll get right into it. Make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing. So there was actually 3 things that leaked and they all kind of tie together. So let me just take you through the timeline in order. 2 of these leaks came from Bill Khan over on Twitter/X. If you know me and you know my channel, you know that I don't report stuff on random people that are spreading rumors. This individual has been very accurate with leaking this kind of information in the past. And the source of the information for his leaks are official retailers themselves. And that 3rd leak I mentioned supports these leaks. And that leak came directly from Target that I'm also sharing with you in this video. So because I have that information from Target that backs this up, that's why I'm sharing this information with you. It's totally fair when stuff like this comes out, especially because we're all so sick and tired of misinformation. It's totally fair to question the sources. So I wanted to address that before I dive in. So here's the first tweet, and I know it says Canada, but we're talking about the United States in just a second. From what I can see through some Canadian retailers, Nintendo Switch 2 console and bundle pre-orders should start from April 23rd, 2025. I want to point out that that is a Wednesday. But he also says date is subject to change, cannot confirm if it's the same for the United States. So I want you to remember that part as well. I'll keep you updated if it changes. I will also keep you updated. So don't forget to follow myself and Elbot on Twitter as well, because we post the pre-order links as soon as they go live. Now here's the second tweet that came 2 hours later. USA. Through some US retailers, I found conflicting data for pre-order start date of Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. For Switch 2 consoles, April 21st or April 30th, depending on the retailer. And for accessories like the Switch 2 Pro controller, April 30th. This is very interesting information because if you remember, the reason that the Canadian pre-orders got delayed, as evidenced by Walmart tweeting this out right here, was in order to align with the timing of pre-orders to be determined in the United States. So Walmart themselves said the reason these Canadian pre-orders are getting delayed is so that they can launch at the same time as the United States. So it doesn't really make sense that Canada would have pre-orders on the 23rd and the United States would have pre-orders on the 21st and the 30th. That alone doesn't make sense. There wouldn't be some retailers having Switch 2 pre-orders on the 21st and some retailers having pre-orders on the 30th. They wouldn't be divided by 9 days. But using that leak I told you about earlier from Target, I can explain why Bill Khan saw that conflicting info. And the leak from Target was of their back end. So this is actually of Target's system. And it was showing a live date for the pre-orders for Switch 2 of April 30th. That does not mean that Target was planning on having their pre-orders for the 30th. What most likely happened was that as soon as the pre-orders in the United States were delayed, Target bumped it to the last day of the month so it wouldn't go live early, but they could easily just go in and just type a new date to change it to the correct date when they knew it, when they got announced. So if Bill Khan is seeing this the same way he's seeing through retailers for Canada, he could be seeing some of the retailers have the 21st and some of the retailers still have the 30th, which is potentially a placeholder date. Now, the 21st could also be a placeholder date, or some retailers may not have updated it to the 21st yet. So in terms of the 21st or the 30th, I believe that the 30th would be a placeholder date. So what he's seeing probably points to the 21st in the United States. But that still doesn't make sense of why the United States would go the 21st and Canada would go the 23rd. But remember what I said to remember the last part of the tweet where it says the Canadian times were subject to change. So it is possible that Canada may have their pre-orders on the 21st as well, meaning April 21st would be the new pre-order date for North America, Canada and the United States included. As I said earlier, the 23rd is a Wednesday, the 21st is a Monday. And not only is it Monday, it's Easter Monday. So Easter itself is on the 20th, which is a Sunday, but Easter Monday is when it's observed. Now, would Nintendo have pre-orders on Easter Monday? I don't think it makes sense. However, I think Nintendo does a lot of things that don't make sense. If you're kind of rolling your eyes right now, like, what the heck? What is a concrete answer? I agree with you. I'm in the same boat as you. This is spreading so much throughout the internet that my DMs are blowing up with people asking me questions about this if I don't talk about it. So I need to make this video to set the record straight. And that's what I was telling you at the beginning of this video. I want to make things more clear. So if one of these dates comes true, which is April 21st or April 23rd, potentially April 30th, remember that Bill Kun was the one that gave us that. Keep him in mind for next time something like that happens, and keep those dates on your radar. But hold out for the official announcement, because the official announcement is going to come, and it's going to come ahead of time. It's not going to be a shadow drop. It's not going to drop the same day. Nintendo already revealed their hand to us last time by showing they wanted a week. They wanted to let people know a week before it happened. So there's no reason why, especially now, they wouldn't give us the same amount of notice, because everything's up in the air. So there's definitely no reason to panic. Once we get the official word of the predates, I'm posting it on Twitter, Blue Sky, here on YouTube, you'll know. And then all of this shenanigans and nonsense will be over, because the only thing I'll be tweeting or posting is when an actual pre-order is happening. And then when a restock is happening after that, I will only post the links when things are in stock. That's how this channel got to the point it is, because I'm very reliable for that, and I promise I'm gonna come through for you. So bear with me. A lot of people, the most popular theory, and what I think makes the most sense, is that Nintendo will announce this at some point during or after the Mario Kart Direct on April 17th. But big disclaimer there, because even the official pre-order date of April 9th, Nintendo never gave on the day of their big Switch 2 Direct. They waited to a totally separate day. Everyone was like, when are pre-orders? When are pre-orders? They refused to give an answer till the next day. Nintendo is weird. Check out the comments below and be sure to add to the conversation, because I'm sure a lot of people will be speculating and coming up with theories of when the pre-order date is, what it could be. And while it's all fun and good to talk about, remember to be subscribed to this channel to be notified when the official pre-order date is revealed. When the pre-orders do get revealed, I'm going to be putting out a video with the best pre-order tips of how to actually secure your console. And in that video, I'm going to go into detail on how each of the retailers' websites work for that process. And I find when pre-orders start to come up, a lot of YouTube channels make videos like that that are absolutely no help. They're like, remember, you know, to make accounts, remember to have your shipping info up to date. It's stuff that, yeah, it's a good reminder, but it's stuff that we all know. They don't tell you, oh, you know, use PayPal or Apple Pay because your payment will get processed on a different server. So people that are struggling to check out on the website, you'll actually get to skip them in line. They don't tell you, oh, you know, Best Buy, GameStop, and Walmart will use a queue system. So if you join on multiple computers, multiple phones, multiple devices, everyone will get a different lottery ticket. And the one that you join last might actually get first, because it is a random lottery. So by joining from more devices, you just get more tickets. And those are the tips that I'm going to be sharing in that video. I've got you, and I also know what time a lot of these retailers like to drop. So even if we know the date, it's most likely not going to be revealed the time, at least not for the United States. Canada, the retailers are much more nice and like to give the time, but the United States doesn't. I'm also going to be live streaming all day on pre-order day, and I'm going to have an alarm in the background, so anytime any retailer comes into stock, you'll be notified. If you just tune in, keep me in the background. It's actually really fun. It's kind of the vibes of like a midnight launch, but the 2025 version. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.